Peter Griffin, the mission shifts from landing to living and working, and why any of that would matter back here on Earth.
What an investment the space program has been for our country, and what an investment it is for our future. We have a super high-tech economy right now, and that's directly traceable back to the early space program with Apollo and going to the moon and how it motivated our country. It's the same thing.
In Pittsburgh, the work of living there is already underway. At Astrobotic, Steve Clark, former vice president for space programs, says the next era isn't a visit, it's a work site, with commercial companies flying routine missions.
There are minerals there on the moon that can be mined and actually brought back to Earth that would help us here.
So why stay? Clark says 2 reasons: discovery and supply. The moon is a record of Earth's past and a toolbox for what comes next.
There's so much more to learn about Earth that's trapped in the lunar surface there, because it's almost like a time capsule, because there's no atmosphere. Nothing has blown away the evidence of what happened millions of years ago.
But before humans can stay, Pittsburgh lays the first wires.
We're going to set up an electrical grid so that robotic systems and human habitats and so forth can run off this electrical grid.
The company is on the forefront of lunar electricity with its Lunar Grid Light.
It's basically a rover with a solar array tower on it that can drive off the rover, the lander, and it can have a cable attached to it, and it can go away from the lander and have a solar tower and generate power.
Solar starts the grid, but to survive the 2-week night and scale, another Pittsburgh giant steps in.
So solar has that limitation of the lunar night, the lunar day. It's charging in the lunar night, it's using up that electricity.
At Westinghouse, Ryan Blinn leads space and energy systems, building nuclear power for the moon.
The nuclear aspect of that, coupled with it, could provide that continuous power and large-scale power that's needed.
So what would nuclear on the moon look like?
It's unlike here where we have tons of operators, maintenance folks, security guards for the power plant. This isn't going to have that. It's autonomous. It runs by itself, which is great.
That sounds like a pipe dream. You would be surprised to hear how close they are. Now, this is just a concept today, but the build is moving fast.
We have a very aggressive timeline. Working with NASA, their objective is to have a nuclear power plant operating on the south pole of the moon by 2030.
If anyone can do it, it is Westinghouse, whose origin story is a Pittsburgh story, from AC power to the first nuclear power plant to this.
The good thing is it is small. It is achievable. We understand the materials. It can be built. What we need to do is some of that final testing and evaluation.
And for anyone asking, a reactor on a rocket? Blinn points to design simplicity and layers of oversight.
The technology is different. It's much more simplified and I would say naturally safe how we use those components within it. There's a lot of very specific regulations with NASA, the Department of Transportation, the FAA. They're all factored into the evaluation cases.
We've shown you how Canonsburg-born Ansys, now part of Synopsys, powers crucial simulation for space work. In a poetic return, Ansys, a Westinghouse spin-out decades ago, is now helping Westinghouse design for the moon.
And then 55 years later, we're helping them design nuclear technology to put on the moon, which is no easy task.
Anthony Matarazzo says this region is uniquely positioned to model the whole system end to end.
So think about the need for communications and being able to optimize, the rover to the base station to the antenna and the satellite. So this is like a systems of systems simulation. I call it like a supermodel, and we're super well positioned in the region to capitalize on that.
Power is one pillar. The other is building with what the moon gives you. We've already shown you how Bloomfield-based Heavy Robotics is on it.
Boggling to think of all the different things that need to go into place, things we take for granted here, where on the moon or Mars or in space, it's just a blank slate.
And the payoff is more than mining. Zero gravity itself can change how we heal and how we make things.
Figuring out how therapeutics work in that environment can really provide critical information to then bring home to Earth and figure out how you do therapeutics for certain conditions.
The moon is where we practice, close enough to learn fast and fail safe. But Clark says it's just the dress rehearsal for Mars.
It's a good test bed before we go to Mars because it's close. You could also fail there, and if you have crew there, you can bring them back pretty quickly. Mars is a different story.